Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. We're going to do some Bowl-O-Rama here. Stop number 4 on the all-time great tour, and we'll be in Texas for the Quaker State Open. So let's get started and see who's going to make it out of the preliminary round here. We got a 9, that's draw 2 bowlers, and the highest bowler advances. So let's see here. 2 will we draw? Glenn Allison and Jason Couch, and the highest average will advance with them. You got Patrick Allen with a 222. And that's who it'll be. It'll be Patrick Allen, Jason Couch, and Glenn Allison advancing to the next round, getting out of the preliminary round. Okay. He's going to advance out of this group. 5, 3 highest average bowlers will advance out of this group. You got Mika with a 223. 210, don't think is going to make it. There's a 211. Chris Barnes with his 224 is going to make it. 210, not going to make it. 209 is not going to make it. Mike Durbin with a 212 right now looks like the highest. Then Dave Sauter with a 212. You got Mike McGrath with a 213, but Steve Haskins comes in here with a 219. He'll be moving on. So you got Micaiah, Steve, and Chris advancing out of the preliminary round. And we roll an 8, draw 1 bowler, and the highest 2 averages advance. So the one we drew was Bob Strope. And let's see who the 2 highest bowlers are that's left in this group. You got Mr. Duke with a 224. I think he'll be advancing. You got Mike Albee with a 213, but then you got Walter Ray Williams Jr. with a 223. It looks like he'll be advancing. Carter won't, Kent won't, and Gunther won't, and neither will Burton. So we got Bob, Walter, and Norm Duke advancing out of this group. We forgot one here, and Randy won't be advancing out of that group. Okay. Next group is a 5 again. That's the 3 highest bowlers. Average in this group. You got Tommy Jones with a 222. I would imagine would be making it. Hudson with a 216 might have a shot. 210's not going to make it. Mark Roth with a 220 should make it. Bernard Jr. with a 215. Not going to make it. 212's not. 214's not. 214's not. And a 212's not. So Hudson with his 216 will advance out of the preliminary round. Make it to the round of 24. Okay. Halfway through this preliminary round. A 10. Draw 2 bowlers and then highest advance. So draw 2. That'll be Billy Waddle and Patrick Bone III. Parker Bone III. And let's see, 214. Not going to advance. 216 with Dickens might have a shot. No, Brian Voss with a 221 most likely will be the one that advances. 211, 202, 213, and 211 won't. So that's the 3 that'll advance. Voss, Walden, and Bone III. 5 again. That's, I think, 3 highest. Yep. Earl Anthony with the 217 might advance. 210 won't. 213 may advance. 212. Another 212. 214. 216. 213 and a 212. So you got Anthony advancing with a 217. Ozzo with a 216. And Goodman with a 214 advances out of that group. Alrighty. 2 more groups to go. And we get a 2-3 drawn bowlers. Art Trask advancing. Billy Lillard will be advancing. And Joe Bernardi will be advancing. Let's see. The highest average out of this was 215. So let's see who didn't make it out of here. See if we left any real good. Brian didn't. Wayne Weber didn't. He was both with a 213 and a 219. Oh, Pete Weber didn't make it with a 221. Did not make it out of the preliminary round. Alrighty. Our last and final group here in the preliminary round is a 6. Draw 1 bowler in the top 2 advance. Alan Chaudhry, he'll advance. Now we'll see who the 2 highest bowlers are. Wiseman with a 215. Mark Kelly with a 215 so far. 211. 213. 211. 216. 214 and a 210. So we got the 16 and then 2 of them with 215s. So what we'll do here is Wiseman will be the black. McKay will be the white, whatever the highest is. Black 4, so it'll be Wiseman advancing. So that takes care of the preliminary round. Now let's divide the losers here into 4 groups and see who gets points and who doesn't. Do a little shuffling here. Put them in 4 equal groups approximately. And we'll roll some dice and see who gets 1 point, 2 points, and 0 points. Okay, cut this stack in about half. Put a little more over here. Cut this stack in about half. Put a little more down there. Cut this stack in half. Put a little more down there. Alrighty, now we'll roll some dice here. This will be black. This will be blue and red. This will be metallic, and this will be white. We'll see who advances, who gets points and who doesn't. So you got a 4 there. You got a 10 there. You got an 11 there. And you got a 10 there. So this group definitely won't be getting any points. They'll end up with 0 money points. This group will be getting 2 points. And now we'll re-roll for these two since they're tied and see who will be getting 1 point. So it will be, this group will be getting 1 point. So we got 1 point, 2 points, and 0 points. Okay, let's get these bowlers back on the table, shuffle them a little bit, and we'll put them in sets of 4. And we'll find out who's going to be making it to the positioning round. Alrighty. Let's try to make 4 equal groups here. A few more over here. Well, you know what? We'll just do it like this. We'll just make it 8. Make sure it's even. Alrighty, here we go. And we'll roll some dice again. A 1 or a 2, we just need 1 dice. It'll be the 2 highest in that group. A 3 and a 4 will be, a highest and a drawn bowler, and 5 or 6 will be 2 drawn bowlers. So first group is a 3, so we'll have the 2 highest advance out of this group. Got a 219, a 222, another 222, a 223. So you gotta have to have a bowl off here for the 222s. Okay. 223 definitely makes it. So we got Jones and Allen. Jones will be the black dice. Allen will be the white dice. So it's a 6 and a 5. So Jones will be advancing to the positioning round. Okay, next group is a 1. So that's the 2 highest bowlers. Again, got Norm Duke with the 224. He'll definitely be advancing. And Chris Barnes with the 224. That will be advancing. So Duke and Barnes makes it to the positioning round. Next group is a 6, which is draw 2 bowlers. So you got Joe Bernardi and Brian Voss will be making it to the positioning round. Man, Walter Ray didn't make it out. And then the first group, my buddy Earl Anthony didn't make it out either. And the last group here, 2 bowlers will be advancing. We'll draw 2 out of this group. Alan Charter and Jim Goodman will be advancing. Who didn't make it out of this group? Bob, Jason, Billy, and Parker Bone didn't make it out. Yeah. They'll be getting 5 money points, this group will. All those bowlers will be getting 5 money points. And now we go to the positioning round. So first up will be Goodman. See what kind of score Goodman can get here. And see which 5 will be making it to the TV ladder match. Okay, put that there, that there, that there. Let's see what shows up better, the white or the black. We'll go with the white. Okay, here. First up is Goodman. And he gets a 6.5. So add 13 to his average. So he bowled a 227. Okay. Next up is Allen. Let's see what he gets here. How's it going, ID? He gets a 2.5. So we add 25 to his average. Let's see what old Charter gets here with adding 25 to his. He's a 208, add 25, a 233. So right now he's number 1. Goodman's number 2. Brian Voss. Let's see what he gets here. He gets a 10-4, good buddy. So we only add 1 to his average, which is a 221. So Voss will be at a 222. So right now he's 3rd on the ladder with 5 more to go. Joe's up now. Let's see what Joe gets. Not good. He's bowling aggressively and he gets a 17.6. What's a 17.6? So now we check on the star column over here. It's not going to be good, that's for sure. Everything's a minus over here. And he gets a 3.6 over here. We're going to minus 62. Is that right? Yeah, minus 62 from his average. Sure. Joe had a terrible positioning round. So 62 off of that is a 150. Yeah, a 153. Geez, you peach, Joe. Definitely know Joe's not making it to the TV ladder. Here comes Chris Barnes. He'll be bowling aggressively too. We got a 4.3, and that adds 25 to Chris. And he's a 224. So we add 25. That's a 249. That puts him at the top right now. He's number 1 on the ladder. Here comes Norm Duke. And it is a 16.3. 16.3. And that is a minus 17. Not good for Duke. Not good for Duke. Minus 17. He's a 224. So that's a 207. So right now he is 7th. Doesn't look like he's going to be moving on. Here comes Tom Jones. Jones is going to be bowling aggressively with a 20. 2, so this ain't good for Tom. He's going to be going to the star chart, and everything over here is a minus. And another 22, minus 59 for Mr. Jones. Tom Jones spent too much time on the Las Vegas Strip. Sure. 59 from a 222. It's a 3. 163. And last one up is Makia. Let's see what he can do. He gets an 11-2. So we'll subtract, or is it add? We'll subtract 2. 2 from his average. And what's he got here? He's a 223, so 221. Okay, so Barnes is number 1, followed by Charter. Who's after that with a 233? It'll be Goodman will be 3rd on the ladder with a 227, followed by Voss with his 221, and Makia will be 5th on the ladder. So we'll get this set up here for the ladder matches, and we'll see who's going to be this week's tournament winner. So we'll have Kia, taking on Brian Voss. Okay, here, so Brian will be up first. And he'll be taking on Kia. Yeah, exactly, ID. That's how I bowl too. Yep, that's for sure. All righty. And here we go with our first match. And Brian's up first on the first frame. Let's see how he does here. And a 17-6, not a good start. We'll go to the Y chart. Going to the Y chart already. And it's a 55. And that's a -5 split. So what kind of, he is a AAA spare guy. So he gets a -5. Not only knocks down 5 pins. Okay, here, see if he can get his spare. AAA. He gets a 7-6. I don't think that's going to get it. No, he only gets 3 pins. An open frame for Brian to start this match. Not what he's looking for, that's for sure. open frame. 5. Oh, wrong one. We'll change that in a second. We'll just do that for now. Okay, change that to a 5 and then a 3. We'll go back down here. Get that straightened down here. Alrighty, now let's see if Mika can take advantage of this with 19.5. 19.5. And that's a 7 plus. Neither one of these bowlers is coming out on fire, that's for sure. 7 plus, can he get his spare? A 23 on a 7 plus. He gets his spare. Now we go to frame number 2 for Mika. And it's a 19.4. Again, another 7 plus. See if he can get the spare here. 11.6 on a 7 plus is a spare. He's flirting with danger here. So, but he does get 2 spares. So it's a possible 277 to a 278. Alrighty. See if Brian can straighten himself out here. Here we go. Brian in his second frame will be a 4-3. He says, that's a strike all day for me. Gets back on track. Third frame for Brian is a 4-3 again, another strike. So maybe he's starting to figure things out here. Oh, wrong one again. Darn it. Keep hitting the wrong bowler here. Okay. See if Mika can get himself on a roll here too. Keep up. A 1-3. So that's a strike all day. And 16.5. I don't think that's going to be. No, that's an 8 plus. See if he can pick up the spare here in fourth frame. A 15.6 on an 8 plus. And he gets her. So right now we got a possible 278 for Brian and a 257 for Mika. Okay, Brian going to the fourth frame here. A 10-3, good buddy. What's that? That's a strike, he says. That's a turkey for him. 3 in a row. 3 in a row. Can he make it a 4-bagger? A 6-5, he sure can. 4 strikes in a row. After that open first frame, Brian has found his groove. Has found his groove now. 4 in a row. Look at him go. He's got a 68 in the third frame to a 57. So he's up by 11 pins so far, working on a 4-bagger. Alrighty, we go to the fifth frame for Mika. See what happens here. And it's a 12-3. He barely gets that strike. That last pin just fell at the last minute. And a 7-2. That'll be a strike. That's 2 in a row for him. So he's trying to keep pace with Brian. Brian working on that 4-bagger. Can he get a 5? A 14-3. No. Leaves that one pin standing. Can he get the spare here? Gets it easily. That ruined that nice strike streak. Now on to the 7th frame for him. Can he get back on a roll? 9-6. And that'll be a 8 minus. Can he pick up the spare here? 16-5. On an 8 minus is a spare. He picks her up. But back-to-back spare frames after being on a roll here. That drops him down to a 245 max. So Mika, if he can strike out here, could win this match with his 257 max. All righty, let's see what he can do here. And frame number 7. A 10-5. He says that's a strike. That's a turkey for him. Now he's going for a 4-bagger. 11-4. He says, give it to me. 4 in a row for him. Now he's smoking the lanes. Yeah. Sets himself up nicely, that's for sure. Okay. Brian needs to start striking out here. An 8th and 9th frame. See if he can do it. A 12-1. He says, that's a strike, baby. And a 10-2. He says, make it 2 in a row. 2 in a row. Sets up nice for the 10th frame. Okay. All Mika's got to do is strike out and he wins this match. 13-1 says, give me 5 in a row. 5 in a row. Sets up this nice 10th frame. Okay. Here we go. Can he get a PBR, a Pabst Blue Ribbon 6-pack here? He's going for the 6-pack. 13-4. No. That darn 10-pen still hanging around. He can't get us to open up a Pabst Blue Ribbon 6-pack. Okay. Can he pick up the spare? He gets the spare. And what's he going to do here on his last ball? 15-1. He says, give me a strike there. But he may have opened up the door for Brian. Let's see if Brian can walk through it, though. So it's a 236 from Mika. So here comes Brian. See if he can walk through the door and advance to the second round here. Needs to strike here in the worst possible way. Start this 10th frame. And a 2-6. No. He only leaves that stinking 10-pen just like Mika. I think that might have done it. I think Mika's going to win this match. He does get the spare. And now he does get a strike on the last ball, but I think it's too little too late. He needed that strike on that first ball. Did it again. Now I got to fix this. Darn it. Okay. So we start off with a, well, first that's supposed to be a 7, ain't it? Yeah, I messed this all up. Geez, you Pete, start paying attention, my man. Okay, then go here. It's supposed to be a 9, spare, and a strike. 236, a 9, a spare, and a strike. So, like I say, Mika's going to be moving on, and Brian is eliminated. So Brian will pick up 9 money points. And Brian will be taking on Jim Goodman. Mika will be. Okay. Righty here. We'll get 2 new names up here. Okay. First up will be Jim. Alrighty, here we go. Jim's up first in this second match of the TV ladder. And a 2-5, he says, that's the way to start off. Okay, here comes Mika. Put the strike in here for Jim. Okay. 7-5. He matches that strike. And a 16-1. That's 2 in a row. He's rolling all of a sudden here. Everybody's pretty hot here to start this match. Can Jim keep pace with him here in the second frame? 13-3. No, that's only 9 pins for Jim. Can he pick up the spare? 18-4 picks it up. Goes to the third frame. And a 7-1. He's back on track with a strike. All righty. Mika's going for the turkey. And a 10-2. Good buddy gets the turkey. Now a 4-bagger. A 15-6. I don't think that's going to work. Going to the Y chart. And that is a 43. That's only 5 pins here. Gets the... And it is a 5+. So we go and see here. He's a AAA spare. So let's see if he can get this spare. Leaves a nice 5 pins up there though. A 7-2. That should be good enough. Yeah, he gets a spare. Alrighty. See if Jim can take advantage of that. Start striking here. 2-5. He says, I sure can. That's 2 in a row for him. Now he's going for his turkey. And 11-3. Barely gets it though, but he gets his turkey. 3 in a row. Putting the pressure on. He has a 280 to a 275. See what happens here. Alrighty. Can Mika keep up with him here in the 5th frame? 2-2. That'll work. A 2-2. How about the 6th frame? A 14-5. No, only 9 pins there. Can you pick up the spare in the 6th? 6-4, he sure can. Alrighty. Jim trying to take control of this match here. A 1-5 says, give me a strike. He's back on a roll here. And a 10-4. And there he goes again. Look at that. That was a 4-bagger there by Jim. 4-bagger by Jim. He's rolling now. Okay. Looking tough here, but Mika does answer with a strike. 8-1. And a 10-3. So that's 2 in a row for him. So we got a possible 280 going up against a 255. So Jim's in control of this match. See if he can keep it though. Okay, here comes Jim. Start this 8th frame. Look at this. 5 in a row. Okay, going for this PBR, Pabst Blue Ribbon 6-pack. Can we open one up? An 8-4. Yes, we can. Open them if you got them, man. 6-pack. Open that beer up, he says. We got a PBR 6-pack. He is rolling, man. Okay. Again, it's a 280 to a 255. Definitely has to strike out here and hope for some help. That's for sure. 1-5. He says, well, that's the way to start it. That's a turkey for him. Set up the 10th frame. Okay, here, see what he can do here in the 10th. 15-5. That's not what he needed. That'll end this match. Pretty sure that he gets 9 here. His first ball, he does pick up the spare. What can he do with his last ball? 9-5. He does get a strike here, but I think that done him in with that spare. He needed to strike out to keep the pressure on. Yeah, a 234 max. I believe Jim's already got what here? 20 more. He's at 210, so it won't take but one strike here in this 10th frame, and it'll put an amen to this match. All righty, let's see what Jim can do. Can he finish this match out in style? Okay. 1-4. He says, give me a strike. 7 in a row. Can he make it 8 in a row? Oh, he can't. 9-6, that's only 7. But I think that'll be plenty here. Let's see here. I think that'll be plenty. So he gets to 7 in a row. Then he only gets 7. Yeah, that did it for him, a 247. So let's see if he can pick up the spare here to end in style. See if he can end in style, picking up the spare. 17-3. Sure does. Sure does get the spare. Nice match by Jim, sure. He rolled him, man. 267. Good job. So Jim will be moving on. And Mika will be picking up 10 money points. And Jim will be taking on Allen here in the 3rd match. Let's see who goes to the championship match or semifinals. Alan Charter taking on Jim. Alrighty, let's get this match underway here. Let's see if Jim can keep the roll going, or is Allen going to put a stop to him? Allen starts off with a strike. He's not going to make it easy on him, that's for sure. Oh, it's less than a history maker ID. I can normally do this in about an hour, hour and a half. I got 3 other videos that I've done whole tournaments on. If you want to go look at them, yeah, it's a lot less time than what it takes to do history maker golf, a full tournament. Yeah, a lot less time. Alrighty, here comes Jim. Can he start out good? He sure can. There's a strike for him in the first frame. How about the second frame? 13-5. No, he only gets that 9 pins. Let's see if he can get his spare here. Oh, you're welcome, ID. And he gets his spare there in the second. And that's with me flipping back and forth with screens and all that, ID. I mean, you don't have to do it this way. I just think it adds a little bit being able to see the score instead of seeing my chicken scratch handwriting. And like I say, me screwing up occasionally and putting the darn scores in the wrong bowlers. Alrighty, so he leaves the door open for Allen. Allen steps up here in the second frame, and he didn't take advantage of it with a 6-6 here. That's only 8 pins and 8 minus. Can he pick up his spare? And 18-1, he says, I sure can get the spare here in a second. So neither bowler's able to get 2 in a row. Allen moves on to the third frame and gets back on a track and gets a strike. Alrighty now. Jim stepping up here in the third frame. Seven two. He's keeping pace. Keeping pace. Now, can he get 2 in a row? 16-3. No, he can't. He only gets 8 pins there, Jim. Can't quite get on a roll here. But he does pick up the spare. Does get the spare. Alrighty. Let's see here if Allen can get 2 in a row. Nobody's been able to put back strikes up here in this match so far. 26. Well, oh, we're going to the U chart. Going to the U chart. Keep that up there. Could be good, could be bad here on the U chart. Let's see what happens here for Allen on the U chart. 26 is a U result. And we got a 51. What's a 51 on here? Pin knocked several inches over, but fails to fall, preventing bowler from scoring a strike. So what does that mean? What does that mean? Is that just a 9 pin? We're going to go with that means he just got 9 there. It says pin, so I'm taking that's only one pin didn't fall, which ain't bad for a U result. Could have been a lot worse than that. So he gets 9 pins there. Can he get the spare here? 16-3. He sure can. Gets his spare. Moves on to the fifth. with a 14-4, and that gives him 8 pins here. So he's kind of falling off a little bit, and 18-2. So he does pick up the spare there, but that's the first time he hasn't gotten went every other frame with a strike. So 9 there, and then an 8. That's going to give him a 248 max, and Goodman's still working on that 260. Alrighty. You got Goodman coming up here now in the 5th frame. See if he can get back on track with a strike. Yes, he can. 17-1. And a 1-6. Can't get back to back. That one pin didn't fall. Oh, man. Does get the spare, though. But again, they can't get back to back strikes here. These guys are just a little off in this match. Now Jim's down to a 240 max here as we go to the 6th frame for Allen. See if he can take advantage of this and start striking out here a little bit. A 10-2, that'll get her done. Gets a strike. Okay, here he goes on to the 7th frame. 15-1, that's back-to-back strikes. And finally, he says, walking back to his chair. Yeah, he says, finally something to talk about. Move on to the 7th frame for Jim. Allen's putting a little bit of pressure on him. 14-1, he answers with a strike. Can he get back-to-back strikes? 5-4, he says, I sure can. Now, all of a sudden, these guys are finding their groove. As I bump the camera. So we got a 248 to a 240. So Allen's got himself in charge here. Can he take advantage of it? Got an 8-pin advantage. Here we go. We're in the 8th frame for Allen. 14-5. I don't think he's going to strike with that. No, only gets 8 pins. All righty. Can he pick up the spare? 13-4. He gets the spare. What can he do here in the 9th frame to set up a good 10? 12-3. And again, he can't get them all down. Only gets 9. Not what he wanted. Does pick up the spare, but he's left the door open here for Jim to walk on through. All righty. Can Jim take advantage of it? Put some strikes together here and win this match. Not this way. He's not. A 16-6 is a Y result. It'll be a 33 on the Y table. That's a 6 minus. Left himself a 6 pins and a split. He is a AAA spare guy. See if he can pick up this split. A 3-3. I think he gets it there. Yeah, he gets that spare. Not what he wanted though in the 9th frame. Not what he wanted in the 9th frame, that's for sure. Alrighty, gives him a 216. So if he strikes out, he's going to win this match. The best Allen can do is a 215. So Jim knows if he strikes out, this match is over. Doesn't matter what Allen does. A 10-4. And he gets a strike on that one. 1 down, 2 to go. A 14-6. That ain't going to work. That's another Y result. Another Y result. And a 36. That's only 5 pins. Sure. Okay. Can he get the spare? He's definitely opened up the door now. Woo. I think Allen's going to walk on through it too. And that is a 6-3 on a 5. And how about that? Oh, it's a 5+, wasn't it? Yeah, 5+. So a 6-3 on a 5+. He does pick up the spare. Does pick up the spare, but that's not what he needed in that 10th frame. That's for sure. Started off good in the 10th. Sure didn't end it well. And he gives him a 206 compared to his 267 in the previous match. Sure. What a fall off. What a fall off there. Is it going to be good enough to move on? That's all you need. Is this good enough? Okay. Allen still has to do his job here. Here we go in the 10th frame. He starts off right, gets a strike with that first ball. Here we go. Ball number 2. A 1-6. That's only 9 pins. Is that going to be enough? Let's see here. Gets a strike on that first one. And then a 9. So no, he has lost this match, ain't he? Yeah, most he can get's a 205. How about that? Jim is going to be moving on. Doesn't matter what happens with this ball, but see if he can just does get the spare. But how about that? Jim is moving on. I did not think that was going to happen. Yeah. 205 to a 206. 1 pin. Good match. Very good match. All righty. So Allen will pick up 12 money points. And Jim, how about that? We'll be moving on to take on Chris Barnes in the championship match here. Can Jim pull up the upset here and beat 3 bowlers in a row to win this championship? All righty, let's get this championship match started. Chris Barnes up in the first frame with a 12-2. Says, how do you do? Give me a strike. 12-2 is a strike for Mr. Barnes. He's going to be tough to beat here in this championship. But Jim's been up to the task. Let's see if he can keep her up. Doesn't look good here. Gets 8 pins with that 5-6. You pick up the spare. 11-2. He gets the spare in the first frame. Moves on to the second. 1-1. Hits that pocket perfect with that one. Can't do any better than a 1-1. Sure. That was a pretty ball. Alrighty. Here comes Chris back up there on second lane, second frame. And a 6-1. That's back-to-back jacks. How about a turkey? 6-5. He says, you betcha. 3 in a row for Mr. Barnes. He's not playing around. No, indeedy. He is not playing around at all. Alrighty. Jim's got to keep pace here. 3-5. He does. That's back-to-back for him. Can he get a turkey himself? 7-3. He says, you betcha I can. Oh, you're welcome. You have a good one, ID. Thanks for stopping by. Alrighty. Here comes Mr. Barnes. A 1-6. Only 9 pins. Sure, a 1-6, 9 pins. Can he get the spare? Yes, he does. He gets that. One to the 5th frame here. Now 5-1, he's back on track. A little hiccup there, but back on track now. Alrighty. We got a 279 to a 290. Can Jim keep the pressure on? A 3-2. How about that? A 4-bagger. 4 in a row, going for 5. 11-1. He says, there we go. 4 in a row. Jim's back, man. After having that hiccup in that last match, but was able to move on. Now he's rolling. Okay. Barnes has got to answer here. And 18 only gets 8. Unable to answer. Sure. Does get the spare in the 6th. How about 15-6? That's not what he wanted. Uh-oh. Chris is starting to fall apart. Gets 7. Only gets 7. Can you pick up the spare? 15-1. He says, I sure can. But he's definitely not what he wanted to do in these 2 frames. That's for sure. He has definitely opened up the door. Jim's already walked through it. Now Jim's trying to close it. Trying to close the door behind him. So you got a 246 to a 290. Like I say, it's not looking good for Mr. Barnes here. He's going to need some help from Jim, that's for sure. Jim doesn't look like he's ready to give him any help as we go to the 7th frame for Jim. A 2-3. Open up at PBR. We got a 6-pack. Oh my. Can he go for 7 in a row? 6-2. He says, you betcha. Shoo-wee. 7 in a row. We've opened up a PBR 6-pack. Mr. Goodman is on fire. On fire. There's no stopping him now. I think Mr. Barnes is just a spectator like the rest of us. 5-3, but he ain't giving up. Gets a strike there in the 8th. And says, give me another one here in the 9th or not. Yeah, nope. He only gets 18-2. Only gets 8 here in the 9th. Can he get the spare? 18-6. Does he get the spare here? He gets the spare. But again, I think this match is over. Anything we're waiting on is the fat lady to sing. We got a 226 to a 290. Not looking good. Mr. Goodman finish off this match here in the 9th frame and 10th. Here he goes in the 9th. Oh, there goes the strikes. Just 7+ here in the 9th. Can he get the spare? 11-3. He gets the spare. Sure. Maybe got a little overconfident here. Still a 257. 257. Not a bad match if he strikes out here in the 10th. He's up 217 to 176 there in the 8th. Like I say, I'm pretty sure this match is over. See if he can come back here and finish it off right in the 10th frame. Can he get a turkey here in the 10th? Let's see. 15-2. No, he only gets 8 here. It's kind of falling apart a little bit. It's a good thing he had a nice lead. Can he get the spare? A 22. So he gets the spare. What can he do on his last ball here? 5, 6. Pick up sticks. Only gets 8 on his last ball. Okay, not the 10th frame he wanted, that's for sure. That is for sure. It gives him a 253, but like I say, I think the fat lady's already sung. Now she's getting ready to do a dance here. Because like I say, there's no way Mr. Barnes can win with a 228 max. So congratulations to Mr. Goodman. Nice job. He's bowled a 267, a 206, and now a 253 to win this tournament. Very impressive. All righty. Mr. Barnes just going out here for pride now. See what he can do. Can you finish it off with a turkey? 3-1. There's 1. 2-2. That's 2. 2-2-2. And a 15-5 is only 9. Gives him a 225. Not a bad round for him, but he just ran into red hot Jim Goodman rather. Sure. I mean, when you have from the 2nd to the 8th nothing but strikes, you better be on top of your game And he wasn't, that's for sure. Like I say, a 225 isn't bad. So Chris Barnes will get 15 money points for finishing second. And your champion at this Quaker State Open in Texas is Mr. Jim Goodman. Picks up 20 money points. I want to thank ID Jester for stopping here at Texas and watching this match. You all have a great afternoon. Until next time, you take care. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And on your way out of the bowling alley, hit that like button and leave any comments and suggestions. Until next time, like I say, you all have a great afternoon and take care.